What is going on, guys? Dale7402 back with another episode of Ringside Republic. Holy shit, what a fucking week so far. Um, I have worked 32 hours in the last 2 days and I am fucking exhausted. But I got some rest last night. I'm feeling a little bit better, and we're gonna get into a lot of news. We got a lot of news going around. We're getting closer to SummerSlam. The shit's hitting the fan, and there's rumors running rampant. We're going to go over some of those. Real quick, I will be going over your SmackDown Live review. It's going to be very, very quick because it was a shitty show. I'm not going to devote much time to it. I don't even know if I'll put it in the title of the video. But we'll be going over that in a minute. Real quick, I want to give my thoughts and opinions on something real quick. I am very new to this. I am just getting started, and I've got a cheap ass microphone, a cheap ass fucking webcam, and I'm not investing a whole lot of money into it until I can hopefully see some revenue coming from it. Either that or I can come into a better situation financially. But I got a cheap mic, a cheap camera, but I love doing this, so I'm going to continue to do it. But I want to give my thoughts and opinions on somebody that I've watched for a long time and somebody that inspired me to get into this. JD from New York. JD and Sean's View Entertainment. I do not watch Sean's View Entertainment. I had never heard of Sean's View Entertainment until recently when JD and Joe Cronin go on their rants about him. I'm a big fan of Joe Cronin and a big fan of JD. And JD did what he did and he said what he said about Sean's View. Obviously, apparently JD tried to help the guy, and Sean's View Entertainment fucked him over, it sounds like. Which really fucking sucks, because I'll be honest with you, I could use some help. I could use some advice. I could use some notoriety. I could use some shout outs. I could use a lot of this shit. And people like Sean's View are putting a bad taste, so to speak, in people like JD and Joe Cronin's mouth, to where they do not want to help anybody anymore on YouTube. So, to Sean's View Entertainment, I must say, and I do not even know you, but fuck you. You've put a bad taste in Joe's mouth, a bad taste in JD's mouth, and you pretty much put them off of helping anybody ever again. So thanks for that, asshole. One more thing, and I want to say this. This is the internet, and it's all fun and games, and people come on here and they can say whatever the fuck they want. They can piss off whoever the fuck they want. I'm not that kind of person. Here's the kind of guy that I am. If you want to talk shit about me, and which nobody does, nobody even really knows who the fuck I am, but Lord willing, someday, soon, hopefully, I will have some notoriety on this channel. And I just want to throw this out there for all of the potential fucks that want to try to fuck with me. I'm the kind of guy where I'll give you my name, I'll give you my address, I'll give you my phone number. Come on down to Kentucky. It's where I'm from. Am I a hillbilly? No. Am I a redneck? No. I find myself to be, I think of myself to be a very intelligent, open-minded person with views on the world that is a lot different than the views of those in my community. But I will say this, to those who want to talk shit, if anybody ever wants to talk shit about me personally, I'll give you my name, I'll give you my address. You can come down to Kentucky and I'll beat your fucking ass. That's the kind of guy that I am. It's easy to get behind a microphone and talk shit on the internet and seem like a tough guy. I'll never do that. If somebody pisses me off, then yeah, I'll go down that road. But if somebody wants to start shit with me, I'll tell you where I'm at in Kentucky. You can come down and see me, and we'll hash it out the way men hash shit out. Real quick, guys, let's go over the SmackDown review. I've got my notes here. We're just going to go over it real quick. Cena kicked off the show talking about his match with Nakamura, which shouldn't have been done on SmackDown. It was a pay-per-view worthy match. Corbin comes out, tells Cena to take his respect and shove it. Daniel Bryan comes out and makes a match for SummerSlam that makes no sense whatsoever. Baron Corbin versus John Cena. Dumb decision in my opinion. The Usos versus Ty Dillinger and Sami Zayn. The New Day, the Usos win. New Day jumps the Usos. We got another episode of the Fashion Files, which is getting old. Charlotte versus Lana, which is fucking pointless. Best part of the match, apparently, I missed it, but apparently Lana pulled Charlotte's pants down. The people in Toronto were a big fan of that. Shane comes out, and Kevin Owens and AJ Styles have a big segment, and I don't know if it was because they're in Canada or if the gimmick is done altogether, but the Face of America gimmick that they've given Kevin Owens seems to be something that they're doing away with. He came out to with a new shirt. He came out his face, the whole Face of America gimmick was not present during his entrance. Hopefully that is done. I am not a fan of that. I don't know if they did it just because he's in Canada or why they did it, but hopefully that gimmick is over. AJ, Kevin Owens, and Shane McMahon have their quick little segment. AJ goes to kick Kevin Owens, misses and kicks Shane McMahon. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a fuck finish to SummerSlam in which, you know, Shane fucks over AJ or Kevin Owens or something. I think more than likely what's going to happen is Shane's going to fuck over Kevin Owens. In his opinion, Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon are going to eventually have a match. The Montreal Screwjob was mentioned several times during this, which I don't know why WWE, I don't see their logic behind mentioning that every fucking time they're in Canada. I guess they're just trying to piss people off. You know, my opinion about that, I may do a video about that someday. Naomi versus Carmella. Carmella wins with help from a returning Ellsworth. Who gives a fuck about Ellsworth? Shinsuke Nakamura has a decent little interview with Renee Young backstage. Orton versus Jinder Mahal. Orton wins. Rusev attacks Orton at the end of the show. There you go. That's your SmackDown Live review. Very, give the fucking show a 3. It was a shitty fucking show, and I'm not going to devote any more time to it. News, guys. Let's get into the news. We're going to go backwards. I'm going to start on August the 8th with what I have. Conflicting reports on Paige's WWE return. PW Insider speculated that she could be cleared this week. Pro Wrestling Sheets, James McKenna says she won't even be evaluated until the end of August. Expect a big entrance for Shinsuke Nakamura at SummerSlam. Obviously, they're predicting the violinist, which his name is Lee England Jr., to be playing Rising Sun for him at SummerSlam, much like he did at TakeOver Brooklyn last year. Taboo Tuesday might be returning as a special edition of SmackDown, similar to last December's Wild Card Finals episode. So we may be seeing that come back. I have no fucking interest in that whatsoever. It's rigged, you know, cyber, the whole idea behind the WWE Universe being able to predict and pick members of a match. WWE would never let that fucking happen. If WWE goes ahead with plans, there will be 2 superstar shakeups this year. It's expected next one will be shortly after SummerSlam, so we'll be. I'd say we could probably expect to see that. Hopefully, Nikki Bella's been teasing on Twitter. She'll be front row for John Cena's match with Baron Corbin at SummerSlam. You know, probably to promote the new fucking season of Total Bellas. WWE and GFW's claims on trademarks related to the Hardys have been assigned to trademark attorneys on July 28th, according to PW Insider. That's the last step before approval or denial for the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. So basically what this means is it's the last shot to get the broken gimmick. There's been rumors going around that they are going to do the gimmick, but under a different kind of name. They're not going to be broken. They're going to be awoken. And I'm just, you know, the nostalgia act with the Hardys is getting old. I understand that, but if we're going to see the broken gimmick, I want to see the broken gimmick. I don't want to see a washed down WWE version of the broken gimmick. I want to see the broken gimmick. I don't want to see the woken gimmick. I want to see the broken gimmick. You know, if you're going to do it right. That's my opinion on that. Big news, guys, about Ronda Rousey has apparently started training for pro wrestling with uh, fucking drawing a blank on his fucking name. Ronda Rousey has apparently started training for pro wrestling, and there's been some talks with WWE um, for a match. Brian Kendrick is who is apparently training her. So Ronda Rousey is training with Brian Kendrick apparently for a WWE run. So that's something that we could very hopefully look forward to in the future. Sasha Banks obviously is expected to be challenging Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam for the Raw Women's Championship. The Hardys are apparently having a match with the Revival, and will face the Hardys versus the Good Brothers, the Revival, and the New Day versus the Usos are both planned for the SummerSlam kickoff show, per PW Insider, with the caveat that the plans could possibly change. So basically that's not really news, because they're just basically saying that, you know, we're going to be possibly seeing these matches and the winner could possibly face the tag team champions. I don't really get the point of that, of even fucking saying that. Jim Ross mentioned on the Sam Roberts podcast recently that it was Vince McMahon's idea to bring him back to call The Undertaker's match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I would say possibly because if it was his last match, that Vince McMahon would want the best there is in the world ever to do commentary for that match, which is and always will be Jim Ross. We got news on why we didn't see the Hardys on Raw. Apparently, WWE had some trouble bringing Jeff Hardy across the line into across the borderline into Canada. Apparently, he had some trouble getting into the country. So I don't know what that's all about. I doubt it has anything to do with his past history, or maybe it does. I don't know, but WWE did have trouble bringing Jeff Hardy into Canada, into the country, and that was the reason for the no-show and the Hardys on Monday Night Raw. Guys, there's other news going around that apparently Brock Lesnar is scheduled to win the main event at SummerSlam. He is most definitely under contract with the WWE until April. So regardless of who wins or loses, I doubt very seriously that Brock Lesnar leaves the country or leaves the company forever. But honestly, you know, Paul Heyman's apparently pushing for Samoa Joe to win the title. I agree with that. I think it'd be pretty cool to see Braun Strowman with it. I think that the work he's been doing is the most entertaining part of Monday Night Raw for the last few months. And his feud with Roman Reigns has been epic so far. I mean, they have got a great chemistry together, and I think that we could look forward to seeing good things from Braun Strowman in the future, as well as Samoa Joe. You know, anybody other than Roman Reigns winning this match would be acceptable for me. I think it's time to take the title off of Brock Lesnar. I think it's time to put it on Strowman or Samoa Joe. I think it's time. We want to see the title on Raw. Brock Lesnar, you know, if he if he wins at SummerSlam, we will most likely not even see the fucking title again until the Royal Rumble. I mean, that's the next really, really big pay-per-view that Brock Lesnar wouldn't miss out on. So I really hope that WWE goes with putting the title on someone else. That's all the news, guys. That's a lot. That's over the last 3 days. That's all the news that broke over the last 3 days while I've been at work. Apparently, Vince McMahon was a little upset with Shinsuke Nakamura about dropping John Cena on his fucking head. I can understand Vince being upset about that. Vince also needs to cool his fucking jets and realize that this is professional wrestling and accidents are going to happen. Shinsuke Nakamura, in my opinion, is a safe worker, and there would be no reason to bitch on him about accidentally dropping Cena on his head on SmackDown last week. That's all I got for you guys right now. Joe Cronin, I want to help him out if you guys are watching. Apparently, for some reason, he has a new Twitter account at Joe Cronin Show 22. Go help him out with that. You know, I will always try to help anybody that I can. Ben Cast TV, Ray Rock, Jake DeMarco, JD, Joe Cronin, everybody that are important to me in this community right now. Be on the lookout. Me and Ben Cast TV has been talking about possibly doing a SummerSlam preview and predictions episode. I'm not sure, Ben, if you're out there and you still want to do it, hit me up on Twitter, DM me, and we'll try to get into that. And I'm completely open to doing it. I'm open to collaborating with anybody on YouTube. I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to get myself out there a little bit more and to help anybody any way that I can. You know, I'm here to be part of the community because I love sports entertainment. I love professional wrestling. It's been a part of my life since I was a child. It's some of the best memories that I have with my father. God rest his soul, passed away about 4 years ago. You know, it was good times when I was growing up. You know, it was a part of my childhood, and it'll be a part of my life forever. You know, I pretty much said that if I am not where I want to be come WrestleMania next year. I started doing this in April after WrestleMania, and if I'm not where I want to be with this channel and my followers and my subscribers, if I'm not where I think I should be by WrestleMania next year, I will probably quit. But hopefully that will not be the case, guys. That's all I got for you right now. Follow me on Twitter at Dale74021. Pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/Dale74021. And hopefully I'll be back this weekend with some more news for you guys. And if you like the video, hit subscribe and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment below. And we'll see you guys next time, hopefully with some more news and rumors. And that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.